It is very simple. A lot of Christians and people who have just received the Holy Spirit, they overcomplicate the whole process of being a Christian and what it means and what they need to do. But it's very simple. That's what God's saying. And he showed me that he's pointing as a command to go out and do his will, to preach the gospel and to do as he commanded in Mark 16:14-20. The Holy Spirit is present in you. The Holy Spirit is present in the situation. You have it. You have it inside of you. So you're ready. This Python spirit that has been trying to restrict someone's destiny, it's defeated because you are walking in your destiny. And there's nothing holding you back anymore. There's nothing trying to restrict you. If you feel that you are still wrestling with this Python spirit, then you can read the Bible, pray, worship. It will defeat this spirit that's wrapped around you that's trying to restrict your destiny. If you feel you're still struggling with things like procrastination and you're struggling to read the Bible and pray. But for many of you, this is defeated. Your destiny is no longer restricted. The witchcraft is obliterated and the angels are accompanying you. In Mark 16:14-20, later, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they sat at the table, and he rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart because they did not believe those who had seen him after he had risen. There could be some unbelief here. For some, you don't believe enough that you can do miracles just as Jesus did, but nothing shall be impossible to you. Whatever things you desire, when you pray and believe that you receive them, you shall have them. So Jesus had to rebuke their unbelief and their hardness of heart. And he said to them, go into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. So that's what God's saying to, if you're a Christian or a new Christian and you're wondering, well, what am I supposed to do? How do I do my calling? There's your answer. Go into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Physically go into the world, not actually online, but physically. He who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned. And these signs will follow those who believe. That believe word is really key, because if we don't believe and have faith, then that's where there's a problem. In my name, they will cast out demons. They will speak with new tongues. They will take up serpents. And if they drink anything deadly, it will no means hurt them. They will lay hands on the sick and they will recover. And then after the Lord has spoken, he then received himself up into heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. And then the people went out after he instructed that, and they preached everywhere. And the Lord accompanied them with signs, confirming the word with signs as well. That's what they did. He instructed that to them. They went out and then they saw those signs and miracles. So God is saying the same thing to us. Some Christians say, what is my calling? I'm not sure what I should be doing. How do I get to my calling? That's your calling. Go out and preach the gospel physically in person. Serve in your church. Abstain from sin. That's your general calling of what it means. So that is where I believe everyone is guided to start, at the basic simple work. God was saying it's simple. It's not complicated, this whole process. So people make it complicated though. And God was showing me that he will exalt those who can do the basic general calling, which is serving in humility, going out and preaching the gospel, winning souls, bringing people to salvation, and abstaining from sin. He will exalt those higher who do that general calling.